SDSU's Nest School of Business is hosting a free seminar Wednesday with an internationally known South Dakota entrepreneur. The founders of Tommy John share a preview of their secret to success in tonight's Your Money Matters.
Tommy John is a men's and women's clothing brand most well known for our innovations in men's and women's underwear and loungewear.
We're headquartered in New York City. We have over 120 employees. We've sold over 20 million pairs of underwear.
But the husband and wife team behind this billion-dollar company say that success didn't happen overnight.
It's really about starting small to get big. We started off with an idea to reinvent the men's undershirt, and then we started making underwear and loungewear and women's bras.
It's all about taking risks and just learning how to take steps of faith in building a business.
It's something Erin Fujimoto experienced firsthand when her first venture into entrepreneurship failed.
I was really thinking a lot about entrepreneurship and how much I would just love the idea of starting something of my own. So I just started thinking about, I think a lot of people who think about it go through this process where you think, well, what am I most passionate about, personally? And if I make my passion my business, then I'll be successful and thrive. Well, I can tell you I did that, and it did not work.
Her husband, Millbank native Tom Patterson, says their collective inexperience in their field is part of the secret to their company's success.
My wife Erin and I didn't come from fashion. We didn't have any experience in this industry. And a lot of times I think experience can be your biggest enemy. And kind of not having bias into the men's and women's underwear business, I think, was one of our biggest assets because we created a new way to approach the category when we started.
The two moved to Sioux Falls during the pandemic and decided to stay in South Dakota. They're now sharing their experience with other entrepreneurs at an event at the Orpheum Theater this Wednesday.
Anybody that's thinking about starting a business, that their business has plateaued and they're like, how do I keep going and start growing again?
You can start a business from anywhere. So Tommy John started in California. It did move to New York. We've run it here from South Dakota for 3.5 years. So I believe it's possible to start a business anywhere.
The Innovation Conversations event is free for anyone to attend. It begins at 2 p.m. at the Orpheum Theater in downtown Sioux Falls with a social to follow at 4 p.m. at Startup Sioux Falls.